Hello.
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 Yay!
How's it going? This is me. I'm Randy. Hi. This is Robo Penn.
From, of course, the desert, because I actually live Desert Bus. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona, about a new sound check for the show. Wanted to come on with Randy as you try out our new hack version of Desert Bus.
Oh, telepresence! What an amazing thing.
So this is awesome. What do you think of Desert Bus VR?
It's awesome.
It's pretty terrific.
It's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, we've been a couple people have just been getting into it for the first time just now, and it's really cool.
So you guys are auctioning something off with Desert Bus VR. When did my team work out with you guys?
Well, we're doing a giveaway very shortly for the ability to release the game, which is to say that we're going to do a donation drive, and whoever wins the donation drive will be able to communicate with Gearbox about when the game gets released. Could be today, could be next month, as long as it's roughly speaking before the summer.
So whoever donates the most gets to decide when the release date is.
No, we're doing it as a donation drive giveaway, meaning that we'll determine a modest dollar amount, and anyone within a period of time who donates that amount will be entered to win. So anyone could get it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. So you're gonna do a drawing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
When are you starting that?
Well, we were going to wait until you came on because we wanted to talk to you about the game for a bit, and then we'll probably, whenever you want to take off, we'll let you go and then start the giveaway.
Cool. All right. Well, we only have Penn for like 10 minutes because he's in the middle of some stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for Penn, or want to say anything? I mean,
This is what's really interesting here. I can't understand the word they're saying. Question they want to ask me, I can answer, but I won't know what the question is. So you ask me a question, I will answer, but I won't know what the question is. Okay, so let's go. Okay.
Well, in that case, how close do you think that this version of Desert Bus comes to matching the vision you originally had for the game?
Do you want the question, or do you want to just answer something?
I don't want the question.
Okay.
I waste time. We like working with Randy on it. We had a really good time, and I was one who pushed very hard for it to be called Desert Bus 1.003 because this is not enough of a change to be 2. When 2 comes out, boys, you will know it. Because when 2 comes out, it'll not only have the look and the sound of driving a desert bus, but 2.0 will have the soul crushing ennui.
Oh man.
I mean, the one I'm playing, which of course is, I guess, 0.01 or whatever, is pretty soul crushing. Let's be honest.
I believe you have not worked in the actual labor force of the United States of America if you think that that's soul crushing.
You have me there. That is accurate.
Oh man.
Oh, by the way, I think Penn and Chuck will probably end up giving you guys something to auction off, but you'll have to remind us because I can't really hear you in the middle of sound check. So don't talk to Glenn or something, and it won't help sound package. But whatever Randy's giving you, Penn and Chuck will give you more. That's all.
Oh wow, that sounds like a throwdown.
Perfect. We'll make sure to contact Glenn then.
Make sure that happens because since you're the guys that are going to get the credit for raising all this money, you might as well do the work. Okay, so you guys do all that. I'm here in Tucson. I'm going to go to sound check my stupid show tonight. You know, I love you more than life itself. You're all angel head hipsters. Peace.
Thank you, Penn.
Bye,
Penn.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Oh man.
I should mention, speaking of what Randy and Gearbox are providing, not just the giving away the game, but I already mentioned that we're doing the art challenge to get your very own designs as vetted by us because we're not insane, stickers in the game, actually in the Desert Bus VR that Matt is playing right now. But also, we have a prize pack of stuff from Gearbox, of really sweet, like, Borderlands swag and so forth, that we'll be doing later.
Between the hours of 6 and 10.
Oh, later today?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool.
Between the hours of 6 and 10.
Yeah.
Sweet. Right on. I have no idea what's in that package, but I endorse it. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, did you see that we got the Desert Bus logo on the window
you see
of the
that
bus?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yep. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Right. So I don't know if they can switch over to that.
Yeah, it's
So I think what we'll be able to do is get the custom art also somewhere on the glass, on the actual windshield. So whoever wins that can indelibly leave an imprint on the virtual reality future of Desert Bus, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, they sent us some images of areas where stickers could possibly live in and amongst the bus. So yeah, that'll be prep your art engines now, chat. That we'll be doing that on Sunday.
Right on.
And then the hope is that we can check back in with Desert Bus VR probably on Thursday next week, and then see the stickers.
There's guys that actually helped do the software for the VR version. Dinosaur. Yeah, so Dinosaur. These guys are super badass. Like, they just dove in. They built the bus asset, the virtual bus. They built the desert. They built the little billboard, and they made this all work in VR, working with the Gearbox people, of course. And how cool are they? Like, shout out to our friends at Dinosaur. I always forget to mention them, but these are the guys that really probably deserve the most credit for why there's this stupid VR version of something that's even more stupid. And have you guys tried multiplayer yet?
Well, so we logged into a game, and it seemed like we ended up in the back of someone's bus, and they were driving. I don't know if they were moving, so I assume because the game's not out yet, that was like a tester somewhere.
They were moving.
No, the bus was moving. They weren't physically moving.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did. We tried to huck the paper at them, but James isn't very good at it.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty interesting to just be a passenger for a long time.
Yeah.
I guess someone's gonna do it, but it's kind of fun, to look back. We've had people throw in there's a piece of paper back. I think there's a paper airplane. Is there a paper airplane, or was it taken out?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's just a crumpled ball of paper.
Crumpled ball of paper,
I think we thought the paper airplane would be too fun.
Yeah.
That's why. So we just went with the crumpled ball on that one.
I don't know if you know, but chat is really wondering if the day-night cycle works. Or if that...
You know what? I'm going to confess something right now. I have not made a full trip yet in Desert Bus VR.
Shocking.
I actually don't know if that... I know they played with that. I don't know if that's in this version.
I do not begrudge you that.
What's that?
I do not begrudge you that. That makes it... I wouldn't if I was in your position.
Yeah, it's... I feel both proud of that fact and ashamed simultaneously. So I have this weird dissonance. I'm proud that I've never done a full trip in Desert Bus, but I'm also ashamed that now I'm kind of, somehow got wrapped up in this whole thing, and I haven't actually done the deed. So we'll see if that persists to be the case as the release comes forward. So the deal is somebody's going to win the right to decide the release date. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. The day.
So they say it's right now, and if they say it's 10 years from now, it's 10 years from now.
Well,
the limit is May 31st, 2018.
Oh, the limit's May 31st, 2018. So like 6 months.
Yes, yeah. So
Holy
420 is in play.
That's crazy. Okay. So well, somebody's gonna have some fun.
Well, a bunch of the folks at Dinosaur have reached out to us on Twitter, and they've been really excited to work on this. So if any of them know if the day-night cycle works, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, if any of the Dinosaur folks are on right now, or Brian Burleson, do you want to text him and see if day-night's going on?
Yeah, sure.
Text Brian and see what he says. Brian's a producer here at Gearbox, so he knows it more than anybody.
Awesome.
He's not in the room right now. We should get him in the room.
He was invited to the meeting.
Yeah. we actually, so Brian actually found a real bus that was basically the same make and model as the one that was in the original game. And it was for sale for like $4,000. It was in terrible shape. So the idea was to like go to the real bus, scan it, take photographs of it, and you want to be authentic in the recreation of the bus. You have to get the details matter. You got to get it just right.
So it was actually scanned from a real bus.
There is a physical bus.
That's amazing.
At first, Brian showed me the ad and showed me pictures of the bus and said, "Hey, we're buying this thing." I don't think we actually ended up purchasing the bus. I hope that's the case because I really don't want Gearbox to own something like that. But it was like for sale for like $4,000 or something. And so I don't know what deal they made with the guy or the lady that was selling the thing, but somehow that was helpful in the development process.
Breaking news, I've received confirmation from producer Mike Carlson that there is a day-night cycle.
Day-night.
So the follow-up question is it broken?
Yeah, is it broken?
Oh, right, yes, right. Yeah, the follow-up question, good point from the room is, but does it work or is it broken like the version I'm playing?
No, I think it works.
All right, cool.
No, I think it works. And I mean, I've seen it working. I just didn't know like what the it works, right?
I'm asking now.
Yeah.
So
here's another thing too that I don't know if you guys realize about this VR version. That when you play it with the audio, and I don't know if I don't think you have a headset.
No, we
attached.
weren't able to get that all working just for this, yeah.
The radio works, and when you get onto the bus for the first time, you'll hear it feels like a talk show where Penn is explaining the history of why Desert Bus even exists. He's talking all about the speech he saw with Janet Reno trying to explain, how video game makers should not make the things that they're making, but instead should make games that show people in real life doing real jobs to help train people for the future, and how he thought that was the stupidest idea in the world. And what's cool about it is he delivers this, like, it feels like a radio talk show because you're listening to it on the bus's radio, but if you listen to it, he's very clearly like acting. He's playing the role of a version of himself who is the most boring version of himself possible. So he's delivering this information in the most monotone, like no inflection whatsoever voice. The other thing he did, so Penn's got a podcast that he does every Sunday called Penn Sunday School. Mm-hmm. And so he recorded a lot. So there's, I don't know, like 45 minutes of him or something. Mm-hmm. But then he invited people that listen to his podcast to give him a whole bunch of just audio as if it's like radio talk show filler, right? And they did. And there's like 8 hours of this content. And some of it is just the most mind-numbingly insane blather you've ever heard in your life. So I haven't actually listened to it all. I hope there's nothing in there that's incriminating or can otherwise get us on the wrong side of law enforcement. But it's in there, and it's something to experience along with the endless desert.
That's
also
awesome.
confirmed the day-night cycle does work.
We should be a toggle in the option menu to break the feature.
Oh my god.
Well, that's what the 0.03 update is, yeah.
Yes. The next, yes, exactly. Right on. So how long have you guys been live? How long, you guys started yesterday?
No, this morning.
Yep, this morning.
You started this morning, okay. Yeah. So you guys still have all the energy and stamina in the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's almost 3, so it's only been like 5 hours.
Yep.
Oh, so I've got another
101 hours to
7
go.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So is this whole crew gonna do the whole run, or are you guys gonna take shifts and nap on the couch, or how's this gonna work?
No, we go home and sleep. We've long since passed the days where we can crash on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a team of close to 60 people working this event.
Yeah.
So
Who's taking over from me tonight? Who's the next shift?
I don't remember.
So you cycle people in and out. So there will be. But this is gonna run 24 hours, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Probably
yeah,
till
there's
Thursday.
nothing- no, that's amazing. You guys are really committed.
Oh,
Or you
yeah.
should be committed.
Yeah.
One of those two things.
So far,
Right
we've
on, right
raised
on.
$18,900, and we're aiming to do more with this giveaway.
Yeah, let's do this drive.
Yeah. Do you have a suggestion? Because for what the donation should be that you can enter. We usually go for somewhere between $5 and $10. You can do cent amounts as well. If there's a number that as a reference.
You
to something
definitely
that
want
makes
to do
sense.
cent amounts because
Yeah.
that helps us pull the winner.
Everyone who donates that pledge goes into a drawing. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
Can you donate multiple times to
Yes.
get more chances?
Or it doesn't even have to be multiple times. Just if you donate an amount that is a multiple, then it counts as multiple entries. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask you, how many people will likely see the stream?
Right
Like,
now, right now there's about 4,500 people watching.
Okay, and how long are you going to run this program for people who can actually buy the lotto ticket, so to speak?
We normally do them for about an hour.
Okay, so you've got 4,000 people, and what's your tie-in rate? You think you'll get 10% of them to throw in?
That's a hard number for us to guess here. This one could see a higher turnaround, I think.
Yeah, I've never looked at conversion rates like that.
I think this one is gonna like completely blow our current total just out of the water. Like it's just gonna go up insane.
I certainly hope so. Yeah, I'm excited.
So,
Are we also for the person that wins?
Yeah.
They get to decide when the game releases.
Yeah.
Do they also get a copy immediately themselves? Like, could they be the only one with Desert Bus?
I mean, we could probably make that happen depending on what they decide.
I think we said that we were going to do that. Yeah, let's do that.
sure.
So I think that sounds fun. What if the person that wins also could just arbitrarily give keys to whoever they want? So like, let's say that person wanted to hook up their 5 friends, then them and their 5 friends would be the only people in the world that would have this until they decide to release it to everybody else.
I don't think that's our call to make. I think you got to talk to Elisa for that.
I think we can technically do that.
I think we can technically
Okay,
do
so
that.
let's do that. Barring any restrictions with the platform,
Okay.
whoever wins, they will get to decide when the thing launches. In addition, they will get their own copy, and in addition, we can give them keys so that they can gift as many copies as they want. They can't sell. They can't sell it though. That's the only rule. Nobody can sell it.
Right.
But if they want to give away a key, we can support that. Does that?
Yes, yep, confirmed.
Okay.
That's the
I'm
thing
so
we can do.
stoked for this.
So that should make it go high. I think this is worth a lot. I think you should. I think you should. You're thinking between $5 and $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what we do. Do you have any
Well,
suggestions?
let's make it easy for everybody to have a shot, because if people want more tickets, they can just donate multiple times. So if someone's willing to, let's say you make it 5, and if someone's willing to donate 10, then they'll buy 2. They'll get two draws, right?
Yeah.
And if someone's willing to donate 1,000, then they'll get 200 draws.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Cool. Do you have like a sentiment? That having a cent amount makes it easier for us to specify. So like 501. Like, do you have any?
They're special Gearbox now.
Yeah. Is there any number that's special to Gearbox?
Pick
I
up
would
the
say $6.90.
That sounds great. There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
$6.90. Nice.
And so for a long time on Twitter, I only followed 69 people. And a lot of people think it's because I'm a weird perv or something. But and although it is a funny number because of the whole sex thing, it's a beautiful number because everyone's having a good time. That's what it means. everybody's enjoying themselves. So that it's about reciprocal interactions.
Oh, Fan Gamer just don't. I hope that wasn't multiple.
Whoa!
So, separate from this, we have the Desert Bus for Hope 2017 T-shirt that was created by Fan Gamer. Clearly, a lot of you bought this because they just donated $18,911.
Yeah!
Dude, you just doubled your number. Like,
That's amazing.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Thank you, Fan Gamer.
So,
Wow.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay,
just to reiterate,
Yeah.
for the what is being called, you've got the DB VR Power Lot,
Yeah.
which gives you the option to release Desert Bus VR whenever you want within the next 6 months.
Yep.
It gets you essentially only access. I'm not even going to call it early access. You will have access to the game.
Yeah.
And you can give codes to your friends.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You can have this for the low price of a $6.90 donation or multiples thereof for the next, we're saying, 1 hour. So until just after 4 o'clock.
I'll just say until 4.
Until 4 o'clock, you have 1 hour, 58 minutes technically right now, $6.90 or multiples thereof, $13.80, $20.70, $27.60, so on and so forth. If you want a chance to have the ability to release Desert Bus VR,
This is so
which
exciting.
is really awesome.
We've never had a giveaway like this.
I also want to reiterate that if you don't have a VR headset, no problem. You can actually play the game in non-VR. So
Yes.
don't let that stop you from donating.
That's right. Yeah, it does play a non-VR if that's your thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it gonna be used try?
Yeah. So, there's one other thing too. They were showing me. Apparently, when it goes up on Steam, there's like a description that we have to fill out, metadata. And one of the things that we wanted to include in there was some kind of call out to Desert Bus for Hope,
Hey.
which I thought would be cool. We could, if the winner wants, we could either put their name or their handle as the decider of the launch date in that metadata description. So that could be another pot sweetener. Whoever wins will have their name or handle forever indelibly part of this product up on Steam. So they've decided the launch date. They've got their own copy. They can give copies to their friends. And they can get their name as part of the product description. Their handle is part of the product description in the part where we plug Desert Bus for Hope. And we'll work out the exact wording of that. And that can be an election. That's not something that's forced. If someone wants to remain anonymous or private, they're welcome to do that.
Absolutely.
That's so cool. Well, thank you, Randy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. And then you guys are also auctioning off later. Somebody will be able to put custom art on the windshield.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be doing that on Sunday.
Cool. How much room is there on the windshield?
Well, it wouldn't be just the windshield. We have like 5 specific spots on the interior of the bus that are up for grabs.
Interesting. So there's a few places we can auction. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm wondering if there might be some way where we, there is, you don't you sign your name as the bus driver?
Yeah.
Is there a default?
I don't know.
Like, is there one that starts there by
No, it's
default?
blank.
For us, it was blank.
Yeah.
It was blank. What if it started with a default name that you could erase and write over, but the default name was whoever wins?
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That sounds.
Huge.
That's
Judging by some subtle body language, I feel like
I don't
that's
know
going to
if
be
we can
something
do
you have
that
to check.
At least we can verify.
Checking.
But yes. So also, everyone donating $6.90 right now, note that if you donate twice as much as that, $13.80, you double the chances that you're going to win. Of course, all of that goes to charity.
Yeah.
Yes, confirmed. We can add a default signature.
And so that carbonyl cookie just got 10 times. They got 10 times the chances because they donated $69, which is a much better number than $6.90.
Sweet.
Oh my god. Well, I'm well into the desert now.
Turn out for members now.
Yeah.
That's a crash.
We're switching out drivers.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What's
But
that?
there's a little bit of a delay.
Okay, I understand.
There you go.
That's cool.
We're actually watching the stream right now.
Yeah, we're watching the stream.
Oh, great.
Streamception.
Right hand. This is your left hand.
I just wanted to see what happens when you switch drivers on the bus cam.
Yes. So accelerate is the trigger on your left
Well,
hand.
you might need to switch hands.
You pick up the
Oh.
flyer.
Oh, no, you got it.
Yeah, they got it.
So
They got
pick
it.
up the flyer
Yeah, you got
and
it.
look at it for a while.
Yeah, if you pick up the flyer, then that's how you exit, and then you can start. You can start again.
Yeah. Sounds like a cheat.
Yeah, we have. Once again, we've been reiterating that we have a lot of tech going on, and due to the vagaries of our particular setup here, there's some frame rate issues that are our fault and not the fault of the game.
Yeah, on actually a pretty
So if you
reasonable
want-
system, it is silky smooth, at least in our testing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Do I erase
Yeah.
it? Do I just like? Can I erase it?
I just drew a butt on it. But
It still says James.
The high score is 0.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't played the VR version very long. I'm still playing the
Why should I just?
Classic.
version 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got your sticker there too.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Can I just-
All right. Well, we're gonna keep
Oh, I don't-
we're gonna keep playing this for a bit. But
so if you
The
want
drawn
to play
figure
your
is
own game,
on the name tag.
the green thing in front
You
of
don't want to guess.
Yeah, put it
What's that?
clock.
yeah, sure. So right now it's just there was a question I think from Twitter.
You're good to go.
If because it's
there will
on
be a quick
Steam, if there's
tutorial
any
in front
plans
of you.
for other VR platforms
Okay, look at that.
like PSVR.
Yeah, so this first version will launch on Steam, but we are also working with Penn and Teller on a product that is called Penn and Teller Virtual Reality. It's got a subtitle, which is really long. It's like frankly unfair, unkind, underhanded, and something else. It's a bunch of U's. So basically, it's Penn and Teller's VR. F-U-U-U and U is the subtitle. What it is it's a collection of VR experiences that you can use to just, can I say fuck?
I mean,
You get one.
we tend to replace swears with bus during Desert Bus. Normally we swear in our day-to-day lives, but
I will censor myself. It's a collection of VR experiences that you can use to mess with your friends.
cool. I'm excited about that's very on brand for Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Penn and Teller walk you through. There's all kinds of really cool experiences. Like, well, I don't want to ruin them because some of them are diabolical. But yeah, you can. It's awesome. It's basically using magic and the fact that the Mark, who we call a chump in the game, is in VR to mess with them. So anyway, this product, Penn and Teller's VR, F-U-U-U and U, is going to come out sometime next year, and it's going to include Desert Bus as one of the experiences, Desert Bus VR, and it will be on all of the VR platforms, like including PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift and Vive and maybe a couple others. But yeah.
And it could be
a way to get the Desert Bus VR on non-Steam platforms
Right.
After Desert Bus is launched and sometime next year.
cool. But but just Desert Bus VR could be yours if you win this giveaway, or if the person who wins this giveaway decides to release it. So jump on for that.
Yep.
I have to say how weird this feels. Like I actually have to really
That
focus
will
on
be
it.
bundled with something that, that's a product, so
Right.
people have to pay for that. But this version of Desert Bus VR, this first launch, which you're bidding on right now, you can make it free. Like it'll be, and you decide when the world can have it, and it's basically a gift to all of the crazy people of the world, all the weirdos like us that enjoy stuff like this.
Sweet.
And you will be the person to give that gift if you win this drawing. That number that's going up, when it says 43,567 raised this year,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's just a consequence of all these bids?
Yeah, that's our live total. Just after the fan gamer drop, I think we were just under 38,000.
Yeah, this has been going
So
up.
this is already
pretty
raised
special.
almost $6,000.